Let's take a look if there are any opportunities to make money on the stock market today. So Tesla is down $6.72, 2.87%, closed at 227.22. Okay, this is not surprising. So Tesla has been continuing down. We had lost stochastic over 60 a long time ago. So now we are stopping. This is not a bounce yet. We have stopped at 226.85. This is the support that was used Friday, November 17th. Also used December 13. So this is a line, this is a price at which we had buyers in the past come in and prop the stock back up. The big test that we have right now is, are those buyers really going to come in? Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, yes, we see them. Yes, they came in a little bit later than a little bit lower than 226.85, but they came in. Look at this here. We are starting to go back up a little bit. Stochastic is not over 60. This is one big thing that is telling us that it might not last. So we need to have a good stochastic, and also we need to have a congestion zone break. So the congestion zone most likely will be at around 231.82. If we are going to break that, then with a good stochastic, we can then conclude that we are having a buy impulse on the 1 hour chart. But right now, we don't have that at all. Coming back on the daily chart, all of the indicators are bearish. Nothing to see here. Don't touch Tesla yet. This is really not ready. It might be ready within a few days. If it really starts to bounce on 226.85, then it would also need to break this downward resistance on the daily chart. This one right here, bounce on support, and then get back above 237 most likely, and then we could be considering that we might be having another move up to this downward resistance right here. So this would mean a 237 in and getting out at 254. But we need to see an indication that this is likely to happen, and right now we don't have that indication. Let's take a look at the VIX. VIX is continuing down. We are down 1.9%, so overall this should be good. The bonds are also caving in. We'd never had stochastic over 60 for this move up right here, and we never had a break of at 4.1. So the logical thing for the government bonds to do is to come back down. US dollar, this one is just going sideways. We have broken the downward resistance couple of days ago, so this should be green like this. We don't have stochastic over 60 yet, and we have not broken 103.756 yet, which would mean that we have a buy impulse. So we just have to wait. Rivian is continuing way down, 1.5% down. We need to let this one go down and not get into it too quickly. Xpeng seems to be again stabilizing at $12. Are we going to bounce? Then that's another question, and we don't see no sign of that yet. NEO, this is just a sideways day. It's not time to get back in. VinFast, we are seeing a little bit of a rebound, but this is extremely weak. We should not get into it right now. Apple is down a little bit. We made a higher high, but we also made a higher low. In terms of the daily chart, we don't have any buy impulse signal that we can use. On the 1 hour chart, we had the signal yesterday, so it was perfectly legitimate to get into the stock this morning, but having a stop loss if we started to come back down. It was a valid buy impulse because we had broken the support at 185.59. We had stochastic over 60, so everything was in place. But we had a reversal today because of the CPI numbers that did not look super good, so that scared a bunch of people off. It's okay if you triggered your stop loss to limit the move down. It's always better, in my opinion, to limit the move down and then try it again if we start breaking it again. And now we are still shy of it. We are still shy of 185.59, but we have stochastic back. It could be launching again tomorrow. ARM is down 1.4%. That's perfectly fine. Let's hope that it comes back to this support and bounce on this. We have lost stochastic over 60, so we should be coming down a little bit more. Palantir, we have broken the downward support, and now we are just going sideways. I would not get back into it until 778 right here, or even 1842, and also a good stochastic. So let's just wait on that one. Nvidia is green. It is green. It's up $4.72, 0.87%, closed at 548.22. This one is into the resistance side of the bullish channel. This is the support side of the bullish channel. This is close to the resistance side, and we are breaking that resistance side. We have done the same thing right here, November 16th. We have done the same thing October 11th. So maybe this is a pattern. If it happens more than once, then maybe this is a pattern. So I'm going to do another resistance right here, a double resistance, and we'll see what happens to this one. If we go on the 1 hour chart, we did not have the move yet yesterday. So this is the first candle of the day right here, but that first candle did not close above 545.98. It was not the time to buy. You could have chanced it, but it's better to wait for the end of the candle in order to trigger a buy impulse. And yeah, but it's happening right here. It happened at 1:30, and now the last three candles are not super great. What is interesting is that we have a long wick at the bottom of that one here. So this is an indication that the price came down but came back up. You can now get in with Nvidia, but just keep a stop loss in case there's a reversal. I tend to play it very tight, but getting in and out a few times, but with extremely minimal loss. Another way of doing it also is playing it a little bit less tight. And if you want to play it a little bit less tight, you have that nice support at 535.57 if you are willing to suffer a paper loss of $10 a share approximately. The caveat with Nvidia is that we are close to this resistance right here, so it's really possible that we are doing this bounce like this. Even if we have this buy signal on the 1 hour chart, it might just be something that does not last a long time. I don't think I'm going to take it. Because of this. If you really want to take it, you can switch on the 5-minute chart and maybe you are going to catch a little bit of a swing. It is possible that Nvidia becomes stronger and starts to reach the other side of this channel. This is always possible, but I would be a little bit more comfortable if we start breaking this double resistance right here. If we start breaking this, then I would be a little bit more comfortable that we are going to reach this. But because of this second resistance line right here, it could be giving down a little bit. But nobody knows what is going to happen tomorrow. It's all about risks. So I am here to tell you where I see the risks and you make your own decision. Let's look at our stock indices. So stock indices have not gone higher. So Dow Jones is still stopped by this horizontal resistance. So it is now into a congestion zone. It does not know what it wants to do. And this also means that the tug of war between the buyers and sellers are in balance. S&P 500, the same thing. Everything is in sync. Nvidia is a little bit stronger, but here the market is pretty much at a standstill. NASDAQ, the same thing. Gold, yeah, this is a congestion zone going sideways. Nothing to see here. Silver looks like it wants to start bouncing at 761. This is not a big indication, but we were stopped during the day and came back up. So maybe the 761 is going to act as a support, but we need to have more data about this one. Bitcoin, yes, it has broken 44,706 and it's still holding. So the buy impulse is still valid. And Ripple, another buy impulse that we identified yesterday. Look at this nice move. So we are up 0.43%. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. If you want to copy my lines on your TradingView account, I have a TradingView link that will allow you to copy my lines on your TradingView account. You can check that out. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.